All right, welcome back to Danksco Traders Hub. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Those who are in Uganda, welcome back from that. It was sort of like a lockdown, yet it was at least in lockdown we had internet. Yeah, but we're glad all is past now. Hopefully, we'll maintain the peace in this country. Otherwise, welcome back, guys. Welcome Patrick, welcome Julius, and the rest of you guys that are joining in later. So right about now, we don't want to waste it any time. We want to go straight into our usual day-to-day analysis and activities that like how we used to do it before before getting off grid on the internet. Otherwise, yeah, welcome. Share that link to your friends and family, to those WhatsApp groups that you may want to interest people into this kind of business of ours. Alright, you know the drill, guys. Let's pray and let's get started with today's analysis. Father, we say thank you for yet another time and another opportunity that you've given unto us to be online, to be live, streaming right here as we analyze together the charts, as we make money together online. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you that we are back for yet another week, the third week in January 2026. And Father, as we start today, may you offer us those good setups, the good market insights that you want us to see, the knowledge and wisdom that you want us to use to understand the charts properly, just as you are seeing it on your end. Oh God, we say thank you for the profits that we're about to make today and throughout the week. We say thank you for everything, for the entry and exit that you're about to even give us to us, that we may use it for our own benefit. We give you praise, we give you all the honor, Lord. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, guys. All right. So yeah, I see Julia saying welcome back from elections. Yeah, we're back. So as usual, guys, you know that we start with the crash 500, and let's now roll it. We see where we stopped at before we were unable to access internet. So crash 500. I hope my sound is very clear. Let me check. I want to verify that. Yeah, it is clear. All right, so crash 500. The last time we were here, looking at daily time frame, we wanted to enter buys from this. We wanted to enter buys from this end. I mean on this very OB. Why? Because this is the OB that was matching with our Fib retracement level. Of course, we had this and then this OB, so it broke all the way from this OB here, right here on that daily, which was matching with 61.8, and went all over to this one, which was around 71 point something, 72 something. And now we see it even broke and continued all the way down below to this other OB now. So it has gone through all our points of interest and now it has come to this. Now this is a strong support level. So apparently I don't think we will be seeing it breaking it just like that. According to daily time frame, we are oversold clearly right there. You see that, you can see that. Now if we are oversold, I mean, that tells us that I'm just wondering. One thing I'm skeptical about is just a minute. Something is looking at H4, it becomes clear, but you remember on weekly we were looking for the buys from this very heads and shoulder, inverted heads and shoulder. We wanted buys to continue, but after reaching this level, that was sort of like a fair value gap where price grabbed liquidity and then dropped. After grabbing that liquidity there, it dropped all the way down. This was a fair value gap according to the weekly time frame. Now this drop came all the way to, it has not even touched this OB, so price is likely to actually try to continue to sell according to weekly and touch this previous OB right here, because I don't see it touching it. This is a weekly OB and price never, oh actually it was mitigated right here. This candle here came to that OB, so we might not see it come back. This OB was mitigated, so we may not see it come back. So now we are seeing price coming to this OB on the daily time frame. Yeah, why? The trend is still an uptrend. I want to remind you that this is just a higher high there, so it has decided to look for a higher low right here. So the trend is still an uptrend according to the weekly. Now according to the daily time frame, we are seeing that support is a strong support, daily support actually. And now according to H4, we see that we have a lower low here, a lower high, and price has dropped to look for a new lower low. This can be considered as a fake break of structure right there, because clearly you can see on H4 that was a break of structure, but I'm inclined to calling it a fake break of structure when price breaks this high here. When price breaks this high on the H4 time frame. So till then, this is still in a downtrend according to H4. Until price breaks that level, we are still in a downtrend. Now looking at M15, clear, it shows you that we are in a downtrend according to M15, and it is even being confirmed by the signal right there coming from CCI being overbought. Now this clearly will tell me that I have no business with crash 500. All I need is price to break this level to give me a reversal signal on the higher time from H4, so that I can start to think of my next move. Right now I may not trade this asset for some days. What I need is like this, is a structure like this, then pull back, then entry. It's a structure like that. So if I don't see something like this, I don't even bother to look for an entry. This is what I'm looking for, a structure like that to give me a signal on H4, then I can come in with a better entry right here. But of course, if it breaks there, we can as well find some M15 entries to take it all the way up there, then even bring it down as it is selling. Then later when it reacts to the order block or to the neckline right here, then we get our perfect entry to take us all the way up, and we start to buy it. And this can easily become a swing trade to take us all the way to our TP level. That's our weekly TP level right there. Alright, so enough of all this. Let's leave this on H4, no business until we see price break that. According to M15, no business. You can see this is a lower low. Why? Because price broke structure here. That tells me the price is gonna come down again, whether we want it or not. And looking to this, you see that is a conference area right there. It tells us the price is going to react probably from there and drop down and drop down. Price is likely to drop from there and drop from this level to come down here. So for now, no business on crash 500. Let's rush to boom 1000. Alright, so boom 1000. Weekly. Start from weekly. We need sells, then buys. Then according to daily time frame, we need sells currently. Price is even below our 10 MA. The move that we needed before we were taken off on the internet, we wanted that move. But it did not reach actually this other level to grab that liquidity. That is a daily fair value gap. So price never reached that. Remember, we had a breakout here, then gave us a change of character, which is weird. Gave us a change of character, gave us a high, tested, gave us a low, gave us a higher high, then dropped to mitigate liquidity on this OB right here according to H4, and now went from here to give us a new higher high. But now, right as it was giving us a higher high there, it gave us equal highs right there. It gave us sort of like equal highs. I hope it is not really, but one can consider that as either double top or whatever, but clearly that is a signal for reversal. Now clearly you clearly see that this happened right there. That happened. This is like a reversal signal as we speak. It is coming from that resistance level and it is giving us this. That means this is a strong resistance level right here. So price may never come there. Why? Because it is failing to break this level right here. So having seen this on H4 tells me that price is strongly selling. Now remember, we had shifted structure, market trend to an uptrend when it gave us this change of character right here. But now we see that the structure is also trying to shift again to go back into a downtrend because of this move right here when it broke that level. So right now, no business with this asset. I want to first break it down. We are now on H4. I want to break it down to M15 and see. We're going to first remove these lines here. We wanted to sell from there, but we have a resistance in between here. All right, go to daily time frame. According to daily time frame, this is a lower low, lower high. Should be selling according to daily time frame. The structure is still in a downtrend according to daily time frame. This is our current lower low right here. Give us a lower high, should be dropping for a new lower low. That's why we have this OB right here where we are anticipating the buys to start from. Now if you clearly look at the current daily candle, you will see that price broke this level and then gave us a lower low, then retested there to give us a lower high. Now it's looking to drop. Now this is internal structure. Please don't say we have a lower low here, then why are you saying we have a lower low here? This is an internal structure, this is an external structure now. So internally we see that we have also that downtrend kind of structure. After price breaking this support, it dropped and gave us a lower low, and that is a lower high up there, and it is looking at dropping to give us a new lower low. But remember, we have a support here. Is it going to be a strong support? According to H4, it is actually a strong support. It is a strong support. The reason why we were anticipating price to grab that liquidity is to get enough liquidity and momentum to actually break through this support and come all the way down here. That is the reason why we were holding on to that move to take us up there. All right, so having said that, let's now go to M15. We know that H4 we are selling. H4 we know that we are in a downtrend perfectly, but we need to confirm if we cannot of course enter where we are, but we need to see our anticipation on M15. So according to M15, price broke that level, retested it and dropped. That was a perfect move for us to sell right there. That was yesterday. That was a perfect entry. After that pullback, that would have been a perfect entry to sell. Now looking to the left as I speak, onto this level right there, we see that there's this confluence area all the way there. In fact, if I go to H4, you see on that level there are wicks. There are several wicks. So I would rather use now H1. Clearly you see the same thing. So this is a confluence area. Price had a lot of activity going on around there until it broke through and continued with a buy. So that's why it is a confluence level. Now if I go to M15, it's a level I certainly going to be anticipating a pullback according to H4. Now it means that we are going to be buying according to H4 now. And of course we are even getting a signal coming in from on CCI right there as oversold right there, as you clearly see that. We have sort of a fake breakout here, fake break of structure right there. This is a fake break of structure, hopefully, but we can confirm it is a break of structure because it has not yet broken that previous lower high according to M15. So if this is broken, we will be anticipating reversal signal to take us all the way up according to H4. So according to H4, what we need is this move. What we need is this kind of a move, either to this fair value gap. It can come for that fair value gap, but it can as well, yeah, I think it is gonna go for this fair value gap, but it can as well go to this OB. That is a bearish OB where the move started from to drop. So it can as well go all the way there, and it can give us entries from there or entries from this fair value gap. So as we are waiting for the drop, the sell drops there, we can anticipate the buys once price gives us a change of character. That could be the trade that we could first look for before we wait for those sales all the way from up there. So that's it. I hope that is clear now. We can head over to Boom 500. Alright, so Boom 500, definitely the target was hit. Yeah, the target was hit right there. This was our target. Remember guys, that was our target. And look at that, immediately after hitting the target, look at that, yesterday's momentum candle there, buy momentum candle. Look at that, after hitting the target, That is what happened. Now I want to take off history. I want to remove all these. They've already served us perfectly. I don't need them. Just love to take them out. So take them out. Let's go to H4. Take these out too. Take those out. Go back to daily time frame. I want to see, sort of seeing this. This would be a level that price may come to. That may be the level. So I'm not yet ready to look for buys. Having seen how the day has started on daily time frame on this asset, I'm not ready to look for buys. In fact, if I go to H4, I clearly see that I had a break of structure. That was a break of structure to give me a lower low. Now it has gone to look for a lower high. Now it is dropping to look for a new lower low. Look for a new lower low. If I go to M15, and I zoom out, I clearly see that I have an opportunity to sell this asset. There's an opportunity to sell this asset. There's an opportunity to sell this asset. But I'm not going to sell it now. Let me first go to M5. M5 seems to be consolidating fast. So I have one thing to do here. If price breaks this level right here, I have my immediate entry for the sales. And remember, these sales will be dropping all the way to this level. I'll be anticipating this drop to come all the way here because it is an important a point of interest on a daily time frame. That is an order block where the buy move here started from. After this pullback, it gave us a break of structure right here. Gave us a break of structure right there, and it continued with the buy. So this is an important point of interest, or B right there. So that's why I'll be using it. So you can see we have even spiked. I've told you, once price breaks this, we will be able to make our entries. So I'm not going to be looking for any buys. M5 is not yet ready to give us sales, so we are just waiting for M5 to get ready for the sales. This is what is happening on M5. Price is playing within these ranges, within these two ranges right there. This is one, the other one is there. So it's gonna keep like that until it is ready. Probably a signal from CCI will give us that. Once it reaches there, I believe we'll be ready for the entry to sell this asset on M5. So hold on, we are likely to make this money today. I'm gonna be focusing on this asset today. Boom 500. V25 1S. Now volatility 25 1S. Before I go to volatility 25 1S, please guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if it is your first time here, and of course don't forget to share. Don't fear to ask any questions in the comment section if you have any, as far as analysis is concerned. All right, so V25S, looking at the weekly, we're still looking for the downtrend. We're still looking for the bearish moves, but price is above our 10 MA. That is something we have to note. But on noting that, let me zoom in a bit and see and show you that previous week closed with rejection, some good kind of rejection there. As you can see, that was a big rejection. And this week started with buys, but now we are seeing rejection again coming through. All right, remember the week starts on Sunday, so this, if we see yesterday, this was yesterday, it was a buy, then dropped to give us a hammer, kind of a candle. Now if we can clearly see my first anticipation, this was our anticipation. Those who have been following us for quite some time, buy move to get to that level, grab liquidity, and then we start to drop. That was our anticipation all along. Now we see the price has already reached it. If you want to see where we started to anticipate all this, please go to the previous episodes. You'll be able to see them. They are on this channel. They will always be there as long as internet is still available. So now, having said all this, on the daily time frame, we are looking for sales, but the current day has started as sort of buy. Today has started sort of as a buy candle. Now this liquidity here on H4 was grabbed before they took off. Actually, I think it was like a Saturday when it reached the, no, it was yesterday. Yesterday reached into that fair value gap on H4 and then started to drop. And today our first H4, I mean our previous H4 candle was a buy candle, and now the current candle, we've just started a new candle, H4 candle, because it is already 11. We see that it is trying to drop. It is trying to drop. Now according to H4, we are overbought. Looking at CCI, that is a signal for selling. I want to zoom out and see if it is the same signal. Not yet, and price is still not stable to give us a clear verdict. So what do we do here? I see something interesting. Let me first clear this here. Right, and I want to clear show you this right there. So yeah, we have something like that. We have something like that. That is a resistance according to H4. So I'm not going to do anything until price breaks this resistance trend line. That's when I'm gonna be entering my sales immediately. I will not even wait for a pullback. But once it does give me a pullback, that will be my second entry. Remember, we are looking for sales from that angle there. Now if I'm to draw this all the way from there to there, that becomes sort of a pennant. Now if it becomes a pennant, things become different, because this will be anticipating continuation of buys. Now if it is a continuation of buys, I wonder where, because I wonder what it will be looking for. If it becomes a continuation of buys, that liquidity was taken out here, this OB there, price grabbed liquidity on that OB, and this OB had already grabbed this one right here. So I don't see why it will be looking for buys there. So this is a no-go now. I can't focus on this. If it breaks out, I'll be looking for my buys. This can be a fake kind of structure to put us off from the actual thing. So I won't be trading according to this pennant that I've just seen. I'll just wait patiently. I'll just wait. Let me look at M15, sorry. Looking at M15, yes, the buy is on, just like the pennant is trying to suggest to us, but I'll see that on M5 we are selling. M5 we are selling, so if you're a scalper, you can as well enter sales right now and sell it all the way down to that trend line, or probably to these levels. If you're a scalper, you have those levels to take your TP from. That level, this level, so all those are TP levels, TP1, TP2, and you're out. You may be out from there, not try to drag it all the way down below here. But we are going to sell. According to M5, we are selling, and that will be your stop loss right there for the sales. That will be your stop loss for the sales. Remember, this is a scalp move. This is a scalp move. After this move on M15, after this move on M15, we are coming in with buys. M15, we are coming in with buys to come to that trend line. That is what is going to happen. So scalping a sell is right now happening. Let me wait for, can we wait for this M5 candle to close? I think we wait for this M5 candle to close, then we can it still has 4 minutes, then we can see if we can make our entry now. If it closes below my 10 EMA, I think I won't be hesitant to enter immediately. Yeah, let's wait. We have about 4 minutes, so we can enter this. In fact, if I look at M1, if it decides to break this, then I'm in immediately. I won't even wait for M5 to close. So yeah, let's wait and see. We're trying to get a sniper entry for this scalp move. We can trade this. Let's wait for it. Alright guys, as we wait for this, tell me those who are in Uganda, hope you had a great time in elections. I'm not a politician, so I won't lie to you that I had even time to go and vote. I don't do that. Yeah. Alright, I think we are on. If this candle closes, I'm entering sales. It is going back. It has not closed below that line, so no entry yet. No entry yet. No entry yet. If candle closes below that line, we are entering immediately. So our TP is gonna be like a 1 to 2, like a 1 to 2. It's not even a 1 to 2, it's like a 1 to 1. Why am I wasting my time on this trade? No guys, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. I'm just gonna come later. Yeah, I can't waste my time on this. It's almost a 1 to 1. It's if we enter below that, it's a 1 to 1. No business with this asset. All right, V75. We'll look at it later. We see if we can enter it with at a better entry level. If we can't, then we leave it. I can't trade something which is a one-to-one. All right, so V75. V75, let's go back to weekly. Okay, daily. All right, so we wanted buys from that support, so we are seeing some buys starting. All right, in the previous yesterday the buy started, but the day before that it was a strong sell day. Wow. All right, so now this is where we come in according to H4. Let's first delete these. So according to H4, we see the price failed to give us a break of structure, and it came to that support. So apparently we are seeing a change of character on the day, on the H4 time frame. Right there, that is a change of character. And after breaking, price pulled back the previous H4. Right there, that was a pullback. And now according to H1 and M15, I believe we are having buys take over. Not really, actually. M15 is not giving us buys. It's only H1, and I don't trade H1. That's a problem. I don't trade H1. So having seen this, I'm just going to be reluctant to make a decision, because price is likely to play games around here and here. So around, okay, did not touch, so it's likely to be there and here. So I'm gonna have those two limits or two ranges on M15 as my levels. I can decide to trade them, on M5 as I'm scalping it, but in the long run, according to H4, we have a change of character, but M15 is not ready to enter some buys. Even in H4, we are not yet even oversold to give us a clear signal and a go ahead to continue with buys. So I'm gonna be waiting for those nitty-gritty confirmations to actually be ready for an entry for the buys. So M15 is not ready, and as well as H4, you can see that it's not yet even oversold, just like normally it is. That is one other signal that we normally also wait for. So right now I'm gonna be waiting for M15. It's likely to sell all the way down below. It's likely to sell all the way down below, though it is being held up right about there, which is now support in between. So no business, V75, no business. I need it to be ready for the buys. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to be looking for buys. All right, jump 50. Julius says elections at constituency levels, MPs, we tried pushing for the ones we love. I know guys, I know. Yeah, I don't involve myself in voting. Even if I had the national ID, I would not have still voted, because I don't see the reason. In our Uganda, I don't see the reason of voting. Anyways, that's me. That's my my opinion. But yeah, it's good that you guys voted. It's good that you guys voted. And before we go to jump 50, I want to first check on V25. It's not yet ready still. It's not yet ready. But since we saw that it is a one-to-one risk to reward, why do we waste our time on it? because I don't see where I can put a stop loss better than above there. So if I'm risking that much, I need to get a better entry than that. It's a 1 to 1.5 kind of target that we'll be looking at. Yeah, now please don't trade, don't waste your time on this. We're going to get a better entry. We will get a better entry. We will get a better entry. We are going to get a better entry. We are going to get a better entry. So no business, no business. We have to enter this trade. Hopefully we will get it on time, but we have to enter it at a better entry. All right, jump 50. So weekly we've been looking for sales. That's clear enough for us. Daily time frame, however, we had reached that support, and it's been a strong support. So we had buys in the previous week. We had some buys, as you can see, and now we are dropping after price reacting to that conference area right there. So according to daily time frame, price is below a 10 MA, and it has been selling even though we see it is oversold. According to weekly, we need sales. All right, so daily time frame, we need buys to go where we have that level still holding, that is liquidity still pending. Price never mitigated 50% of that fair value gap, so it is still valid. That's why it is being rejected on this support. So if I go to H4, I see we are not yet overbought, meaning price is likely going to reverse from this OB now that we see it. All right, so I don't need all this, all that. Let it go. Right, so we had a change of character, pullback, reacted but failed to break that. So price is getting enough momentum from this OB to get us to break this resistance level. All right, so if that's the case, then M15 should be getting ready for buys, and I think that's the fact. Yes, we are going to be buying this today. And I believe now new H4 has started. The previous closed with rejection. Even the previous one before the one that closed a few minutes ago had a rejection like that. So why can't we? This is the first hour, so all I'm going to do is wait for this first hour to close. It's gonna close at midday, so I believe after this first hour we can as well make our entries immediately. If I decide to enter now, I'm gonna have my stop loss all the way down below this OB. This is where my stop loss is going to be, all the way down below here. Now looking at what we had here, this being a change of character, price gave us a higher high, a higher low, then gave us a higher high, higher low, then played games there, and then dropped to test this OB right here after this pullback, after the change of character. So I believe this would be a better stop loss. I believe this will be a better stop loss. All right, so normally let's look at M5. M5, is it ready for the buys? Not yet. M5 is not ready for the buys. So if I am to analyze on M5, I know the price is gonna come there to this OB. Really? No. No, it's gonna come to this. This is where we see. This is where we see. Just a minute, guys. Apologies to that. So right now, jump 50, I think we are likely to get our entry in the next 1 hour, like I've told you. So around midday we should be able to be entering some buys. But so let's have our support, our resistance, our support here on M5, and see if it is likely to break it. If it breaks it, then we have no entry, but it's likely not to break it, and then we can come in with our buys. So jump 50, we wait for that. Let's now rush to jump 25. How many of us trade jump 25? Seems like not many of us trade it. We could remove it and reduce on the number of our assets if we are not many who trade it. So how many of us trade jump 25? So as you are answering me, I could also, let me be looking at this J25 analysis where we stopped at. We needed sales, that's what we've been looking for, but first we wanted the pullback, probably there. That is our previous analysis, that we can come in with sales, but we see the price exceeded it and went ahead above there, went all the way above there. So right now we have no right now, in fact, I think we have prices is still trying to break this. Price is trying to break that, but it's still failing. So we are still clear with this. It's still within our limits. It's still within what we need. So price, the previous H4 has rejected with that wick, and currently the current candle is, the current H4 is starting exactly on that very trend line. If I go to M15, I clearly see a reversal signal start taking shape. That is a reversal signal. That is a change of character right there. This is our lower low, lower high, then lower low, failing to break the previous lower low. This was a break of structure right here, but now we see that the lower high has been taken out right here. So this is becoming a change of character, so meaning buyers are coming in. All right, Felix says he trades it, so I think we can continue with it. So this is a change of character, meaning the price is going to be doing something like this. Price is going to be doing something like that. Let's see, 38.2 is around there. This is a conference area, so it's likely not to exceed that level, and then it will drop, and then it will drop. So my anticipation is simple: price there, and then it is likely to drop to the neckline. Probably it may not exceed the neckline, and then we come in immediately with our buys according to H4 time frame. Remember this right here, we have a confluence area also. If you go to M15, you'll be able to see it. That is where I'll be anticipating my TP. Of course, we have also these other TP levels: first TP level, second TP level, and then lastly that will be our third TP level for this asset if we get this sniper entry on M15. So for now, it is not yet ready to enter buys. It can as well drop all the way below here. It can as well drop all the way below to that fair value gap when it is retesting, and then we get a perfect entry to there. All right, yeah, sometimes it gives us clean money, fast money. It is a high volatile asset, just like you're saying, Julius. Yeah, but I normally love to look for a sniper entry with it because it is something heavy. But when you get it and perfectly get it, you know that it will pay like triple or quadruple your it can easily even double your account if you've highly leveraged it. But I go against highly leveraging your account because it can cause an issue if you get it wrong. So you rather trade slowly but consistently. So with this, I'll be anticipating something like that today. If I see this, I'm entering immediately. Yeah. All right, jump 10. Here we go. We have one more asset, which is gold, so we can call it a day. Sorry for the delay, we have passed our normal time. So weekly. All right, so that is our support there. We've been knowing that, and so we know that we are looking for sales. Though price is above our 10 MA. No. Now, this was the second time price reacted to that level. Now it retested to this conference area right here according to the weekly time frame. right here. This is that is a conference area, so it retested the conference area, and now we see it was looking for enough momentum to break that, but it failed. You can see that week closed with a rejection. This whole week, that candle that is representing the week, because we are on the weekly time frame, closed with a rejection, and our previous analysis was price to react there according to daily and H4, price to react there, and then we come in again with sales. So if I go to H4, that was a fair value gap right there. Price never came to that fair value gap, but it sold and it broke structure. So after doing that, breaking structure here, I want to first go to M15, zoom out a bit, bring it around here. After this was a breakout, so we wanted a pull back there so we can continue selling. It did not happen exactly how we wanted it, but it came to that fair value gap on M15. So I'm not going to go to what happened the previous week. You guys have the previous episodes, you can rewatch if you want to know what we were anticipating. So now I'm gonna delete all this. I don't need it anymore. I think we made money on those levels. Now I want to delete everything right here and go to H4 again. So now according to H4, we're sort of still looking for a sell. Price has reacted to this conference area right there, has reacted to that conference area, has failed to break it. And now looking at CCI, that was like a pullback to now drop again according to H4. But we know that on H4 we have this point of interest, which is a support according to H4 right about there. So we know price is dropping to this. But before we say it is dropping to this, if it gets oversold when it has reached in the middle, probably around this previous OB here, then we can anticipate enough momentum to get us into buys and break that resistance. But if it fails, then it will come here and probably take us all the way up like that. So for now, I have no business with this asset but to look for sales. So if I go to M15, am I ready to enter some sales? I think I am. Am I? Not really. M15 is not ready. That is a support right here on M15. Up there I have to wait for sales to begin. According to CCI, it's gonna come like that and then go again above like that. According to CCI, that is what I see on CCI. If I go to M15, I'll just do this and it's gonna come here and then take us again up there, and that's when probably we will be coming in with this kind of a sell move. So for now, no business right here. I will leave my fib on M15 and we wait for it. Let me go back a little bit on this. It broke and now we can enter. According to M5, we can enter sales. V25S, we can enter sales, and we're going to have our stop loss. We're going to have our stop loss right here. That's our stop loss. That's our stop loss, and it's gonna be, so we are looking for like a 1 to 2 kind of trade. We're looking for like a 1 to 2 kind of trade. That is a 1, that is a 2, almost a 3, almost a 3. That is where a 3 is, but I don't think I can put my stop loss all the way there, my TP. So I'm gonna put my TP right here for that 2. I'm gonna go out with a 1 to 2, not a 1 to 3. We will leave the 3 there and see if we will hit the target. So I've locked in my sales on this move is according to M5, not according to M1. Please remember that. So I was looking for a perfect entry to make this move. So I've entered a sell. Hopefully it's gonna pay out. My stop loss is there. I didn't want to have a big stop loss all the way up there, so my stop loss is just above there. After the breakout, then the pullback, that's where I've put my stop loss. Alright, so let's wrap up with gold, and we call it a day. So gold, all right, what I wanted actually happened. Those who remember, this was our previous analysis, price to react to that fair value gap and then give us buys. It did happen, I think on Friday. Yeah, I think it happened on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday actually. Grabbed the liquidity, and then immediately the buys came through, and clearly you can see Monday what has happened. Look at that gap there, and immediately the buys went ahead. So yeah, what I needed on happened. So no business now this asset. Like I told you, if it had broken there, then we could have made entries immediately, but now we have a break of structure right about here. That is a break of structure there, so no business right here. All this, it goes. So let's go to H4. So we have a break of structure on H4. We have a new higher high. According to daily, we have also a new higher high. So no business with this asset. I'm not going to waste my time on this. Whether I go to M15 or M5, there's no way we can trade it. Look at M5. Look at the low momentum. Look at the low momentum. So it means Asian and London, it's been consolidating. So the London has just started, the Asian is closing. So anytime from now we may see a drop, just like we will normally see, and then in the New York we see something like that. So since Asian has been consolidating or accumulating, we might see a drop in the London. We might see a drop in the London. So what do you want to do? For you to make this kind of a sell, wait for price to break this support on M15. Once price breaks that support on M15 right here, that will be your entry immediately. That will be your entry to sell. Sell it up to where? Please sell it and look for like a 1 to 2, a 1 to 3 target and move out. Don't try to hold all the way down here where there's this kind of big gap here. Don't hold it all the way down below that. Just look for your quick money and move out, because this is crazy market. It can drop shortly and then immediately come. But all I want you to know is we're going to sell it once it drops below this M15 support. That will be our perfect entry for the sell. It can sell all the way to this breaker block, which is an H4 break of structure level. But you can as well continue it. Continue it to levels like these, to such a level. You can continue it and take profit from such a level right there and wait for buys to come through. So for now, no business with gold. I'm gonna be waiting for price to break that level for the sell that I will be anticipating. Until then, I wait. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. Please remember that the Signal platform is still available, so if you want to join, you use that number there to contact me to be part of next month's Signal group. So Crash 500, I told you it's still dropping. We want buys from here, so we want to wait for M15 to be ready for the buys, then we can enter buys. So right now it is still dropping according to CCI and it's not ready for the buys, so we cannot enter any buys yet. So no business, it's still selling. Boom 1000, yeah, we need price to break that and give us a structure that we can work with. So now no business, we cannot sell it, we cannot buy it where it is. If I enter buys here, it means I'm gonna have a stop loss. I will have to put my stop loss right very tight there, and I'll be anticipating a move to break this previous level, this previous lower high there. So that's what I'll be anticipating. So if I don't want to risk like that, I would rather leave it and wait for price to break and then pull back, then I enter perfectly. Boom 500, we have a breakout. I don't have to wait. I told you once we have a breakout, I'm entering immediately, and it's gonna be an H4 kind of entry. Yeah, so that's our entry there. I'm gonna put my stop loss onto that level. Just after entering, it has spiked, but it is a breakout, so that candle closed outside, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried about this. I'm going to have my stop loss above there. I've put my stop loss according to H4. This candle is going to close in the next 14 minutes, the M15 candle, for H1 to close, for this H1 to close. So let's wait and see. And my TP is going to be where? There are many TP levels, as you can see, so depending on what you want, you can look for 1 to 3 as usual. You can look for 1 to 3. So my 1 is there, my 2 is here, my 3 is right and this is my 4. So this is 3, this is 4, 1, 2. So I have these, so I can look for my 1 to 3, which will be here, but then my 1 to 4 is right there. So what do? Let me go for a 1 to 4 right about there and see if price will hit my target, but I'll be trailing my stop loss every time it gets to a level. So for now, I've made my entries. Hopefully it will not take me out before it actually continues to sell. All right, so that is my entry, and V25S has taken us out. Yeah, it came for that stop loss. I was okay with that because yes, M1 was not yet ready for selling. According to this was like a double bottom according to M1, but I had entered according to M5, so it has taken me out and it is likely to drop after that takeout. It's likely to drop after that takeout, so I'm not going to be entering it again. I'm now in Boom 500. So if we are looking at our entry for the buys, we want price to react around there and then we enter buys. So I may not sell it again, I may leave it until I get a perfect entry, probably for the buys. Now V75, that candle closed with rejection. but M15 is not ready for the buys. That's why we are not entering buys now. So I'm waiting for M15 to be ready for the buys. J50, price has reacted to that OB, and we are waiting. We need to buy, but we are waiting for a perfect entry. If it fails to break that support, then I think we'll be able to make the entry for the buys. Yeah, so no business right now, no business. We just wait this H1 to close. Jump 25, jump 25, jump 25. Price is still playing games. This was a change of character, then a higher high, so it's looking for a higher low. Once price gets above our 10 MA on M5, I believe we will be looking for buys. I believe we'll be looking for buys, because price now has reacted to look for that fair value gap on M15. So once price gets above our M15, I think jump 25 will be giving us an entry to enter buys to take us all the way up there. So for now, we'll leave it. J10 is our second last asset. I told you I will wait for this kind of a pullback. It's not yet ready for sales, so it's likely to go again for the buys. It can as well react to 50% and continue, because that is also a fair value gap right here, as you can see it right there, and it has grabbed 50% of that fair value gap already, so it can easily react to this or to go down below that fair value gap. So no business here yet. I can wait for sales. I may not look for buys. And lastly is gold. All I want to do is to wait for sales below this order block or below that support level on M15, and then I bring my sales all the way to this OB, this where we saw that break of structure right here on this level. So as I speak, I'm left in boom 500. If it breaks and takes me out, I'll be okay with that stop loss. Yeah, but I'm looking for this. V25S took us out, but it was a tight stop loss, so I'm not worried about it. This boom 500 will be able to recover that loss if it is not taken out where we are. This M15 is going to close in the next 8 minutes, so if in the next 8 minutes price fails to break out, to take us out on that level, then I think we'll be in luck to continue the sell. So I'm in that floating loss as I speak. I'm waiting for this candle to close and see whether we are going to make money or not on this asset. All my TP levels are there, as you can see, that I've done. I'm not going to exceed that level, but it can as well come all the way down below, like we are anticipating all the way down here. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time with me. And now, oh wait a minute, M5 is not ready to sell. That's crazy. So that means we are likely to be taken out. If M5 is not ready to sell, we may be taken out. And let's hold on and see. I'm not going to extend my stop loss where it is. I'll just leave it there. If I'm taken out, that will be my last trade for the day. I will come again to trade tomorrow. That will be the second trade in the day to be taken out. And I don't overtrade more than 2 trades. If I lose 2 trades, that's it for the day. So the first one was V25S, which was a scalp trade. I was taken out. So That's it. That was the first one. If this second one is also taken out, I will not be entering any other trade. Maximum trades I enter a day is 3 trades. So yeah, you know the drill, guys. Those who have studied, who have took a course with me, you know how we do this, our risk management strategies, what we use and what we actually strategize on when we are doing our risk, setting our risk. Anyways, I hope you guys had a great time. Let me wish you a good day. See you tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Today it was a stretch, but we will not do that anymore tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.